Hello everyone and welcome to another Straw Hat discussion video, and this video is about Vinsmoke Sanji. And this is the first time that I actually dressed up for the show. I did Luffy I think a couple years ago, then I've done Zoro and Usopp recently. Next would be Nami, but I'm not wearing a bikini top. But this is actually quite easy. I just put on my suit and voila, Sanji. Without further ado, let's get on started with some facts. Please like and subscribe for more Straw Hat discussion video, One Piece related and anime related content. And let's get on started with this video. Let's get on started with some facts. First fact about Sanji Vinsmoke is Sanji debuted in chapter 42 in the manga and episode 20 in the anime. Although it's East Blue Saga, so it's usually just the introductor of major characters for One Piece. So he's one of the East Blue crew, original East Blue crew. Yeah, and the third person officially joined this tribe. I'm not gonna count Nami because Nami officially joined after Arlong Park, so that's why I'm gonna go with the number of the position of the crew, which order they officially joined the crew or joined Luffy. So it's gonna be Sanji, the third person to officially join the crew, and then his position of the crew is the cook, and with that in mind, he prefers to fight with his legs or kicks, as his hands is only to prepare food. Although one of my favorite fights for Sanji is the one that he have with Wanzai. I think Wanzai was his name from Enies Lobby arc, where he uses an actual long knife to fight. That was epic. I really did enjoy that one. So that was the first fight that he actually uses a sword. It is quite proficient. I mean, he is part of the Germa, and according to his daddy Judge, he was trained in combat using a sword, so he was quite proficient on that. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let's disowned. He was okay. Sanji, although though totally a more although totally it's totally more badass, a more badass way to, or a more badass reason to just prefer to kick than Deku, right? As you can see, I also don't like Deku in this channel, so yeah. If I'm ever gonna do that My Hero Academia discussion, you better believe that I don't like Deku as protagonist. Yeah. Sanji came from the North Blue, although he was raised in the East Blue in the Baratie, and he's part of the Germa Kingdom's royal family. He was disowned since he was viewed as an outcast for not having the special superhuman genes that, of course, the genetic mutations that all of his siblings has. So he was viewed as a failure. He was outcast. He was thrown to the sea, or he was outcast, thrown. Yeah, probably thrown. More appropriately, say thrown, with the help of his sister. Yeah, and a failure to his siblings who are superhumans. Yeah. At this point, it's kind of spoilery, but I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. Or his father, Vinsmoke Judge, who performed experiments to his children to remove their emotion and turn them into killing machines, but Sanji's mother, Sora, took a drag to counteract those experiments, which results in Sanji retaining his emotions and his humanity. In turn, he was considered a failure, but to his mother's eyes, he was, or his mother's and sister's eyes, he was the only human part of Germa. The first the first part of his backstory is him meeting his adopted father, Zeph. Zeph was originally a pirate who raided the a sea restaurant that Sanji was on, but then an incident happens that results his leg that this only in the anime legs being cut off, of course. That's only in anime. But in the manga, it's a more brutal way because his leg, he actually ate his own leg. So yeah, they need to do a little bit of censoring. Well, I can't pronounce that word. Censoring, yeah. They need to. He ate this leg in the manga so that he can survive. He gave the food to Sanji, though, all the food. His aspiration is to travel. Sanji's aspiration is to travel with the Straw Hats to find the All Blue, a sea where you can find fish from all four blues in the One Piece world. I should probably do a video about the geography of One Piece, but of course, some YouTubers already got that, right? So I'm just gonna continue with my Straw Hats for now, because I'm also going to do some fairy tale for this, some fairy tale discussions. I do love fairy tale as well. So that being said, let's proceed into the next part, which is the appearance part or the character design. Oda tends to change up the appearance of all the Straw Hats, especially arc by arc, especially with Zoro, and with our boy Monkey D. Luffy here, he and Sanji, because of course those three are usually on like the most of the time doing the fighting and have majority of the screen time. So he usually changes up the appearance. So I'm gonna just state what usually they wear on a daily basis. And with the case for Sanji usually is a slim, muscular physique, and he usually wear, just like mine, a yellow dress shirt like this and a suit and tie. I don't have a tie, but I do have a blazer, so that's it. That's why I wear this, right? And he's got he have a blonde hair. Of course, it's also very distinct for Germa to have an eye covering, or like it's a very distinct blonde color hair for all the Germa, which Reiju is pink. I think Ichiji was the red one. I'm not sure. Ichiji is the red one, and then Niji is the blue, and then Yanji is the green. So it's very distinct. Although for Sanji, he has the same color of hair as his daddy Jaji, his dad Judge, and his mother. Sorry. Although yeah, that actually makes sense though in context of the story, because of course, just like I said, the only person who retains his humanity and his emotions is Sanji. So him having blonde hair and similar hair color as his mom and his dad is actually makes sense, because he's the only human part of the siblings. So and then before the time skip, he covers his hair with he covers his left eye with his hair. It's just that. And then after the time skip, I actually, when I was doing the research for this script, I just noticed it right at that moment that he covers his right eye instead of his left eye in the post time skip. My mind was blown when I was making the script. So yeah, and his most distinctive feature is his spiral eyebrows. Of course, I'm not sure, but I think that's also very common in the Germa siblings, the the spiral eyebrows. And then that's it for the character design for Sanji. And let's go for the personality because I have a lot to say about his personality slash backstory. Is a very chivalrous individual that will never hit a woman even if it kills him. This was shown when he refuses to fight against Khalifa during the Enies Lobby arc. Although that actually was a blessing in disguise. I did love the fact that Nami has to fight Khalifa. I love Nami versus Khalifa more. But at times he can also be a massive, well, simp. Just because he tends to feel like he understands women more, but deep inside he's just a massive simp because he really doesn't understand. He tries to, but he doesn't because one thing that I hated, so one moment I hate Sanji on is that moment in Fishman Island when Jinbei was apologizing to Nami. He just interrupted Nami there, like he interrupted Nami and sent Jinbei to die. And then he didn't even know what Nami is going to respond to. Like that's one moment I find this simp really annoying. So his simp nature annoying. Of course, simps are annoying in the first place, right? So yeah. As a seafaring cook, he was believed to only to use to only use his hands for cooking and never waste any ingredients or food. Of course, this is shown a couple of times in the anime though. Like every time people waste and food and ingredients, he always gets upset. And one time in the Whole Cake Island arc, when he was eating with with his siblings, one I think that was Ichiji. I think yeah, it's Ichiji who throws the food at Kusant, and of course both his chivalrous nature and the fact that he doesn't like to waste any food. He was very upset with Ichiji or Niji. I think yeah, I still got confused with with, with the siblings' name. I think Ichiji is the red-haired one, right? Niji was the green-haired one, if I'm not mistaken. And then the green hair one is Yonji, and the lady is Rager, of course. I know that because it's Rager, right? It's freaking Rager. How can I forget Rager? So yeah, he's very perverted and using every opportunity to peep at Nami and Robin's at the bath. Of course, the only devil fruit he wanted to have is the clear fruit, just for that reason. Of course, through the power of Germa technology that he hated, he was able to master the power of invisibility, and no woman's bath is safe against Sanji. I mean, he can finally help the Straw Hat. He can finally help the Straws. Not totally not Peep, right? More efficiently though, with his invisibility. Which is ironic in a way that he always hated the fact that he is related to the Germa, and yet he because he is to the Germa because he is a Germa, he gets the power that he always wanted. Yeah, yeah. That's that. That's good. That's good, right? That's good. It's very ironic that way, right? I think, yeah. On the screen right now, that will direct you to the other Strats discussion video playlist. And then there's also going to be my latest uploads, which is going to be top 10 shonen boobs. I love doing that because I do love some boobs. And then if you want to subscribe to my channel, please press that little circle button on your screen right now, and There's also links to all my social medias on the description below. Please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Blogspot as well. And without further ado, you guys, see you in the next video.